why you aren't manifesting what you want. Welcome, guys. This is Jeremy, and today I'm going to explain to you guys why you're just not manifesting what you want. And I'm going to give you a couple of my experiences lately, and it's probably about this week. So I've been struggling lately this week with manifesting because, okay, so you are actually manifesting every day, 24/7, 365. The thing is, it's subconscious manifesting. So your subconscious mind runs 95% of your life without even realizing it. Your subconscious mind is a program. Everything you are programmed from 0 to 5 is mainly your program, but you can change it by being aware of those programs and those beliefs. And all belief is a thought that you keep thinking over and over again and believe. You can change that belief by being consciously aware of it. And what's hard about this is we're so unconscious all the time that we're like, well, I want this and I want to manifest this, but I'm not. And I keep thinking about this thing and I feel it, but it's just not coming. And that's because your subconscious mind is getting in the way because you actually don't fully believe it. So the thing people don't realize about manifesting is you manifest who you are. You don't manifest what you want. And the past couple weeks, I feel like I've been going a little subconscious lately, where, I'm watching the stuff I probably shouldn't be watching, like the news and stuff and what's going on in the world. And it's been distracting me. And I just realized that I've just been going down the rabbit hole on just negative things that just doesn't matter to me right now. It just doesn't matter. It's not something that's benefiting me. Like, you could be like, whatever you want to manifest, right? Let's say you want to manifest money, right? Everybody wants to manifest money. So you want to start manifesting money. But then you start saying negative things about people who have money, like millionaires or billionaires, whatever. So then you start saying negative things about people who have money, or, oh, must be nice. And it's like, so why would money come to you if you say that stuff? Why would it? Why would money come to you if you're jealous of people who have money? And I'm not saying you are, I'm just saying it's something very normal for people to be, because that's the way you're grown up. It's your belief systems, it's what you see on social media, it's what you hear every day. So generally you hear that and you think that and you're like, yeah, screw those people who have all that money. And maybe that's not you, but maybe I'm speaking to someone who thinks that way, and maybe can help you, pull yourself out of that and be like, listen, start paying attention to yourself. Because when you're paying attention to other people and what they have, you can start feeling jealous. And it's also a way you see things. So see it this way: whenever you start seeing money, right, and you start seeing rich people, you should see it as the universe is telling you, here it is, look at it. It's not in you yet, you don't have the money yet, but I'm showing you, you're seeing rich people more often, you're around this environment more often, and you're seeing it. It doesn't matter if you can see it on the TV or if you see it on social media. If you start seeing it all around you, it's because that's what you're focused on, right? But if you're focused on that, you see that, and then you push against it, and you're like, oh, must be nice, I wish I had that. That's what you attract. Must be nice, wish I had that. You just prove to yourself that you don't have it, and then you're jealous of that. You're putting out a negative vibration and you're repelling it. Meanwhile, the universe is showing you all these things because it's like, I know that's what you want. And I'm showing you these things so you can be like, oh my gosh, like, it's this close. It's this close. You're seeing it all the time. But you're over here pushing it away because you have negative belief systems. And that's okay. We're humans, guys. I mean, we have these belief systems. I'm like that too. I'm not freaking perfect either. Like, I do these videos too because it helps me, and my brain never shuts up. So I like doing the videos because it helps me do this stuff. And I make these videos because it kind of helps me be responsible, because if I'm teaching this stuff and I'm not practicing it, then what's the point? And when I teach this stuff, I kind of have to hold myself responsible then. And that's why, like, I didn't make a video the past couple days, and I've been kind of falling off a little bit. And then I started seeing myself going into a negative kind of vibration a little bit and getting a little irritated with stuff. And this week, some things didn't go my way, and I was getting a little irritated. And I was also like, you know, everything happens for a reason. That's like one of the things I've been telling myself lately. And I know people hate hearing that, but it's like everything happens for a reason. So I'm on a cruise right now for me and my friend. It's our birthday week. So we're on a cruise, and I wanted to upgrade for 30%. It's like a 30% bigger suite, and you could bid on it. So I'm like, I just bid $100. I'm like, $100 was worth it. And we didn't get it. I was like, oh, that sucks. I really wish we got it. But meanwhile, everything happens for a reason. The suite we have is right next to everything. We're like one floor from everything. And then right when we get to the top of the steps, our room's right there. So if I had the bigger suite, we might not have had that perfect spot where we're at now. So like when things don't go your way, that's okay, because sometimes it happens for a reason, and it's teaching you a lesson too, which a lot of people don't want to hear that. So no matter what's going on, if things don't go your way, that's okay. That's okay. Just be grateful, be in an attitude of gratitude, and focus on the things you do want, and feel those things as if you already have them. So with manifesting, it's like working out. If you want to get jacked, right? You go to the gym every day, 5 days a week. You eat healthy, but it's like an everyday thing. It's something you have to do every day. It's the same thing with manifesting. You have to know what you want. You have to have an intention, and then you have to write your goals down, but you have to know. You have to actually know clearly what you want. And then you have to write that intention down. And then you have to know that it will happen. Feel as if it's already there, and then you got to let go and let the universe help you, because you are never ever supposed to know how things will happen. Your brain's not meant for that. Your higher mind and the universe knows how things will happen, and then it'll bring situations, circumstances, and events in your life to help you get to that part. And you know, not everything's rainbow and sunshine. You're going to go through a lot of shit. You're going to go through a lot of hard things, and sometimes that's what the universe wants you to go through in order to get to where you need to be. Sometimes we have to go through hell to get to heaven. With my substance abuse problem I had, I would not take it back. I had to go through it. It was freaking terrible. I literally lived in hell. I can tell you exactly what hell's like. It's terrible. I did it for 6 years. But if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know what I know. I wouldn't be the person I am today. And I wouldn't be as intuitive as I am today. I'm very intuitive. I can kind of read people just by talking to them. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with all the stuff I went through and the street smarts I got along with that. Like, I can walk around, see a crowd, and I can kind of just feel the vibration and understand what that crowd's doing. And, you know, if I'm in a good position, or if it's a negative vibration, I'm like, ooh, I'm like, there's something going on here. I don't need to be around this. And I've done that before, where, you know, I remember we were in Tampa, and me and my friend were going to the club, and it was a big night out, and we were at this corner walking through to go to this one club, and I just felt it. I was like, and this is street smarts, by the way, just from being around the block, and I was just around this area, and I was like, dude, we need to get out of this area. I do not like this area. This is dangerous. We need to get to the club ASAP. And no lie, 10 minutes later, there was a shooting in that exact spot. And that is from intuition and street smarts, from me being around the block and being around that stuff. And if it wasn't for that and me going through that, I wouldn't know that stuff. And that's why going through hell to get to heaven, and going through hell in general, will build you to be to where you are. And that's why, like in business, and if you want to be an entrepreneur, you're going to go through a lot of stuff. It's going to be difficult. That's why they say you have to love what you do, because in order to be an entrepreneur in business and build a business, You have to actually enjoy and love what you do, because if you don't love what you do, you're going to quit, because it is a very, very hard life sometimes being an entrepreneur. And yeah, you can have a great life and everything, but you have the law of polarity. So you're always going to have ups and you're going to have downs. Like you'll never just be like this. I mean, maybe you guys can call me out on that, and maybe I'm just not in that level where I'm just going like this, but I feel like with the law of polarity, you have to experience positive and negative, because if you don't experience negative, you won't know what positive is. If you don't experience positive, you won't know what negative is. And if you don't experience that, then you don't know what you want. It's like when you have a terrible day, imagine a really bad day you have. It sucked. I know it did. It was terrible. But now you know what you do not want. So that creates what you do want. Now you know what you do want. And you need that polarity to help you out. Everything in the universe helps you out. Negative or positive. You just got to see everything as its a learning process. Be like, how can I learn from this? No matter how bad it is, there is always something that you can learn. And again, like I said, coming from someone who was had a substance abuse problem for 6 years, I will tell you that it all happened for a reason, and it helped me learn a lot. Here's an action step I want you guys to do, and this will help you with your manifesting. Like if you're not manifesting the way you want to lately and things aren't going the way you want it to go, I'll tell you this. This is an action step I want you guys to do. I want you guys to write down what you want. Write down what you actually want out of life. Write down your goals for the next year, right? Write them down. What do you actually want? Sit down with a pen and paper and write down what you want out of life and why. Don't just say, oh, I want $1 million because it'll make you happy, because it will not make you happy. It'll make things a lot more stress-free, but money will never make you happy. Money is a tool, and money can help you feel a lot better, but you could have all the money in the world. It doesn't mean it'll make you happy, because all money does is show you more of who you are. So you also got to ask, why do I want this? Always ask, why do I want this? You have to be clear about exactly what you want and why. And then you got to ask yourself, what in my mind, what belief systems do I have? Also write this down. What belief systems do you have that are going against the goals that you want to accomplish? Again, I'll say money. If you want to manifest, say, $10,000, what belief systems do you have that go against you manifesting $10,000? And then go ahead in your mind and be like, why is that belief system say I can't manifest $10,000? And then acknowledge that these are belief systems. These aren't true. These are belief systems. These are stuff that people told you, your parents told you, your friends told you. This isn't true. So you need to start paying attention to those thoughts. And when they come up, be like, hey, listen, that's not true. Don't get emotionally involved in those thoughts, and instead focus on having that $10,000 and manifesting that $10,000. I appreciate you guys watching this video. When you comment below, manifest. And I'll see you guys in the next one.